Roll to Save presents Whitewash, a Paranoia actual play podcast. Episode 5. Can everyone stop blowing up, please?
Previously on Whitewash, Task Force Epsilon 718 finally arrived at the food vat and were advised by the vat supervisor, Gary Y, on what they had to do. This included manually stirring the vat, dealing with overspill and recalibrating the mixer. They were also issued with some environment suits with somewhat suspect respirators, and these respirators resulted in an altercation in the ladder leading up to the vat's bot brain. This, predictably, led to an impromptu firefight which saw the team's leader, Rajar, being reprimanded by the computer before being sent off for some complimentary reconditioning. Troubleshooter Chris R. Bo 1 also died a particularly gruesome death after voluntarily diving into the food vat. Well, it takes all types, I guess. Following this, many people seemed extremely eager to enter the bot brain room to help with the recalibration, and after a lot of messing around, our intrepid team appeared to have managed to get the bot brain to switch on. We join them as they all stand around examining Tracy R's human to bot interface cable.
I'll walk up to the dongle and just do a quick once over to see if it's hooked up correctly.
It's certainly connected to the bot okay. You're not quite sure where the human end of the interface goes.
Okay. Is there a type of roll I could do to...
Yeah, sure, make a hardware roll.
So yeah, he has no idea. What does the dongle end of it look like that needs to be interfaced with the human?
It looks like a 3-pronged connector. Pretty sure you can stab it into someone.
He's just going to do that and just slam it into his forearm.
Those of you standing in the bot brain room, you see Paul pick up, look at this connector and they go, huh, and then slam it into his forearm. There is a massive jet of blood, as is to be expected. And Paul, your brain is just suddenly overwhelmed with all the knowledge that this mixer has. Now, in fairness, it's largely about stirring subroutines, it's about PGC congealment rates, it's about yields every day for PGC bricks, it's about compaction rates, it's about optimum staff to bot ratios, but there's a lot of it. There's a lot of numbers. There's just a ton going through your head. And what the rest of you who aren't Paul that are in that room see is Paul's eyes roll back in his head and he starts twitching and his face starts going almost as red as his jumpsuit. And you can see a little vein pulsing on the side of his head. You can see electricity arcing down this cable into his arm. And then Paul just takes on so much knowledge that his tiny head cannot contain it, and it pops.
Better get a mop. Anyone?
Happiness officer, I could use something to make me happy.
I'm not there.
You have now returned at this moment. Chris R has returned.
Chris R2.
Yeah, Chris R Bo 2.
Chris R Bo 2. He walks in as the door slide open. He just hears like, and he sees like the blood slam against the window. He's like, well, this is all very strange. And he goes up the ladder. And he's like, I do not remember exactly what happened. Hey, what's that over there? And he walks over to what Lindsay was doing with the black box. And he grabs it and he pulls it off the wall and goes, this is certainly strange. Anyone know what this is? And he like shakes it above his head.
As you pull that off the wall, there is a muffled boom in the room. And yourself, Lindsay, and Raj are incinerated on the spot.
and Walt's just down there going through a crate.
So many deaths in one room.
I died, came back, and then died immediately.
Left in the hangar at the moment is Walt and Tracy. Tracy, you're halfway down the ladder when this nonsense happens. Walt, you're still combing through the crates.
I think Walt is pretty alarmed now. Walt's gonna pull out his laser and shoot the only person he can see.
Oh, good.
Let's make a laser weapons roll.
Let's do it.
Tracy, as you're coming down the ladder, a red laser bolt just like zips past you and singes the wall. You can see Walt cowering behind a crate with his laser pistol pointed at you.
Oh, well, that's just rude. And Tracy is going to notice that Walt is hiding behind the crate that has the grenades in it. And so he's going to pull out one of the grenades he stole from that very crate and just throw it down there.
Splendid. Roll violence, please.
Oh, no.
Spectacular. Well, you see, if Chris was here, being the armed forces professional, he would tell you how you operate a grenade, the standard procedure. You pull the pin, you throw the grenade. Kind of got that mixed up in your mind, and you threw the pin, held onto the grenade. Walt, you noticed that maybe there was a delayed action from your laser pistol because there's a sudden puff of smoke, flame, and a scream, and what's remained of Tracy lands with a rather foul squelching sound at the bottom of the ladder.
And then a pin hits me in the face.
And then a pin hits you in the face. You have the whole hangar to yourself. Before the rest of these reprobates turn up again, is there anything Walt would like to do?
There is. I'm making that call.
Raj, on the way back from the clone banks, your PDC rings.
I'll pick it up.
It's Walt.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, what? I am coming to meet you soon.
Omnius.
What did he say?
Omnius. Fizzwiz? Prank call, never mind.
Omnius Fizzwiz.
Okay, the whole team are now reassembled. Gary's looking at you.
So has that mixer been recalibrated? There's been rather a lot of explosions, but nothing seems to be working.
Yeah, there sure was a lot of explosions, wasn't there? I too noticed that.
I should inspect the brain again.
While this is happening, maybe it takes me a little longer to reappear, and the third time I hear is the hardest. As everyone's meandering back to the vat room, I go off to the side and I just click the small binary communication unit that I have on my person.
Chris has sent a little message to Corporal Metal saying, "Please clarify. Instructions unclear, Brother Robot." He receives a somewhat terse reply.
Do not question our will, meatbag.
Robots, am I right?
I would also like to join them in inspecting the brain room.
What's left of it? What is left of it?
Lindsay's going to go find a mop on a bucket and start mopping the brain room floor, which is obviously covered in goo, blood, and everything else.
In brains, now it's literally a brain room.
Yeah.
I would like to talk to Walt. So, Walt, little confused about the phone call I received. Would you care to elaborate?
Little busy here. Little busy here. Can we talk later?
I feel like... so what does Omnius Fizzway mean?
Let's see. 6 propane torches. Yep, they're all here, sir. They're all here. That's wait, let me recount. Still 6. Yes.
How are we doing on weapons? Is there any weapons missing? It seems like a large explosion happened here.
Nothing to do with me, sir. Just doing the inventory. A few times.
Like maybe, perhaps a grenade went off. Would you happen to know?
It certainly seems that way, sir, but I've got the grenades right here, as you can plainly see.
Do you have all of them?
There's an extra pin. Other than that, yes.
An extra pin? So you have something extra. So you haven't been keeping a proper log?
Well, it's probably the rest of it is under these other things. Sure.
Do you still have the illegal contraband that I gave you previously?
I think I shoot him.
You shoot me? Awesome.
The keyword illegal. That's the
Well,
activated.
Walt's not good under pressure.
Okay,
Shoot me?
shoot away, Walt.
I think I shoot him. We are gonna kill Ryan.
It's seeming that way.
Oh,
I think
wow.
he did as bad as
That
he
work?
can do, too.
There's a phrase that I believe is very common, which is between the eyes close enough for you?
I'm dead, yeah.
Is that? Oh, well, I guess Walt wipes his brow and says, "Whew, that was a close one."
I mean,
Here,
that's
have a wipe.
good because termination without provocation is illegal.
Attention citizens of CFD sector. Illegal termination detected in food vat 182. All troubleshooter teams, please apprehend traitor. Happiness is mandatory.
Oh dear.
At this time, does Chris return? By any chance?
He does.
Perfect.
Can I put Tracy's? Can I put my gun in Tracy's hand?
Tracy is not on the ground level by the crates, that's for sure.
I walk in, I see what's happening, and I move to throw Walt into the recycling vat, both because I know that it's terribly painful, and there's no reason to waste good protein. Not enough.
Excellent. Roll me some unarmed. Tracy, what are you doing?
I want to see if the brain survived.
Okay, Paul is up there as well. Lindsay, you're up there mopping. Chris, you try to lift Walt off his feet. He's kind of struggling. Instead, you manage to smack him in the face. He's wriggling and screaming. Walt, what are you doing?
I say, ow!
I double down, I hunker down, I grab him by his legs, and I use 5 points of perversity to really jack up that success and just really give him the good old heave-ho, I believe is what they say here in Alpha Complex.
The German suplex into the vat.
Give him the old DDT.
Walt is unceremoniously heaved into the food vat. There's bubbling, screaming, and then there's silence.
I want to scream. I want to scream omnious as I'm drowning in goo.
Yeah, there's a single hand breaks the surface and you hear omnious.
Do we know what omnious means?
Some of you may. Who knows?
I clap my hands together. Frank Computer, I think everything's cleared away now. The treasonous traitor, suspected mutant, communist is no longer on the floor.
Citizen Chris Arbo 3. Public commendation. You are currently the #1 troubleshooter in your team. The computer is your friend. Failure to be happy is treason.
Well, of course, Frank Computer, I will do my best.
While you guys are up in the bot room, you can see that Paul's playing around with something next to the brain. Lindsay appears to be mopping up the floor. Tracy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk up to Paul and inspect the stat because it sounded like there was a big explosion in the brain room, and I want to make sure that everything's okay.
Okay, can you make your habitat engineering or hardware roll? There's a piece of technology that Paul seems to be messing with that you're not sure it's part of the standard brain array. It looks like a bottle. There's a lot of roiling gas or electricity inside it, and it's connected in there. Curiously, as Tracy enters the room, the voice of the bot booms out,
Welcome, Master.
As soon as Tracy
Oh.
enters.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. Never seen that before.
What is your bidding, my master?
Paul's gonna go reach for the plasma pistol that's on his clone one body.
Uh-oh.
Self-destruct.
And then Tracy's gonna run.
Lindsay will pursue him, mop
Okay.
in hand.
Okay, Lindsay is pursuing Tracy with a mop. Paul's reaching down to pick something up off the floor. The voice goes,
Unable to comply. Have an override.
Ah, that sucks.
Ryan, you turn back up again. Walt, you've turned up again. Chris, you're still there at the bottom, very pleased with yourself. And you can see this nonsense happening in the gantry above you.
Well, I best see. As everyone else enters, I make a bunch of inscrutable pseudo-military hand signals at all of them, and then point up there, and then I take out my laser pistol and I go, Alpha 7, Alpha. And he starts climbing up the ladder. Clearly, whatever I just said to them does not land, but I say it with a lot of vigor that I'm hoping they'll follow me.
I follow.
I'll follow. Pistol out.
Okay, so does that place Tracy between Lindsay and the guys coming up?
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Guys! Lindsay's gone crazy. He's the traitor. He's trying to kill me.
Lindsay appears to be carrying a mop.
I think that's a regulation mop, not a weapon of any kind. Are you sure, sir?
He could be using a non-regulation cleaner, though. We should inspect.
I go, citizen,
put the weapon down. And I
drop him up, Lindsay. You've gone mad. He's a communist, mutant, anarchist. Tracy, and Lindsay. Perhaps we should have a conversation and discuss who is the real traitor here. I wish to know. As you can tell, I've died many times in the very short time. I need to catch up a little.
Paul will jump on the comms to the rest of the team and be like,
the bot clearly addressed Tracy as his leader. He's the one.
Yeah, and Tracy also ordered the bot to self-destruct.
Tracy's gonna drop a grenade at his feet.
I run so far back.
I do another bunch of hand signals and then just make the explosion like looking thing with my hand and then dive out of the way.
That wasn't a smoke grenade. That was a real grenade.
Oh, I know. I'm not up there. I'm at the bottom.
How did all these grenades get out of there?
Can all Lindsay, of you, apart from Tracy, make a violence roll, please?
We're actually gonna kill Ryan 6 times.
If this was D&D, I would be blowing this out of the water. Natural 20s. I haven't gotten under a teen anywhere.
Looking at those wonderful rolls that were made by everyone there, there's a clear loser in this situation. So, Paul, as Tracy drops the grenade, you can see down below you Raj and Chris and Walt all essentially grabbing the side of the ladder and doing that thing where they just hold the sides and slide down. They roll into a heap near the crates. Lindsay vaults over Tracy and does the same and lands in an inglorious heap at the bottom. Tracy's grenade trundles down and lands just between you and him. There's an almighty explosion, and those of you in the bottom in the heap, you're showered with bits that may be Tracy, they may be Paul, you can't tell, but there's a little meaty rain falls down on top of you, and you have to wipe your visors clean, and when it comes to, there's just like smoking remains at the top of the food vat. Thank you for listening to Whitewash, a Paranoia actual play podcast. Thanks have to go to our wonderful cast of players/voice actors. They are, in no particular order, Alex Adams as Chris R, Che Webster as Lindsay R, Paul Page as Paul R, Ryan Mossbarger as Raj R, John Cohen as Walt R, Ben Drury as Tracy R, and Keeley Wilson as the computer. Some of these folks have podcasts of their own. I'll include details in the show notes, so please give them a listen. We're pretty sure you'll like them. We're a regular addition to the Roll to Save lineup, with new episodes appearing every month. If you would like to get in touch with us, please find us on Twitter at SavePodcast or email us at roll.to.save.pod@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook by searching for Roll to Save. We're always on the lookout for new cast members, so if you fancy giving Paranoia a try, let us know. And remember, stay alert, trust no one, keep your laser handy. The computer is your friend.